Sell Your Car UK is back, and delighted is an understatement. Over the moon to be helping to sell this gorgeous Mercedes SLK 200 compressor, or turbo to you and me. Now, it's a 2010 on a 10 plate, first registered in May 2010 as a demonstrator for Park Royal Mercedes-Benz. At 4,000 miles, when it was just 5 months old, it was sold to its current registered keeper. Now, they actually, the story goes, put the deposit down on the car when it was unregistered in the dealership, but were willing to take a good discount on the car by giving it back to the dealership to use, for them to use as a demonstrator. So they got the car when it was 4,000 miles old, 5 months old, in October 2010. And it is currently, as we speak, on 10,893 miles. And with that is a full Mercedes-Benz service history. Now, it is in absolutely stunning condition, as you can see for yourself, and I think you'd expect that for a car that hasn't even hit 11,000 miles in just over 4 years. There are no stone chips on this bonnet. If you can find one, I will give you £10 off the price. In fact, I'll give you £100 off the price if you can find one stone chip on this bonnet. Now, there are little tiny marks on the car. There's a stone chip there. Okay, that's not on the bonnet. You're not getting any money off. We've priced this car accordingly. We want to sell this car, and as you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous. There's no scuffs, there's no scrapes, there's no dents, there's no dings. Even the alloy wheels are in absolutely mint condition, and you can see that for yourself. The tyres as well, you've got brand new tyres on the rear, and these ones on the front have loads of life left in them, indeed, as do the brake discs and pads. I'm just showing you the tread there. And as we come down the car, there's no scuffs on the wing mirror housing. There's no little dimple dents in doors where people have opened their car door into it. There's no dents around here. There's no scratches. There's no scrapes. And again, that wheel also absolutely immaculate. Now, the service history on this car is also absolutely stunning. It was last serviced in October of 2013 at 9,562 miles, which is less than 1,000 miles ago. Oh, actually, no, it's just over 1,000 miles ago, and that was a year ago. It was previously serviced in November of 2012. All of these services are done by Mercedes, and that November 2012 service was a B service, which also included a brake fluid change at the same time as well. And the previous service to that, oh, incidentally, that one was done at 7,500 miles, and the previous service to that was done at 5,325 miles when the car was bought. When the car was 1 year after it was bought by the current keeper, and that was in October 2011. If you want to see the service history, all you need to do is get in touch with us here at Sell Your Car UK. Indeed, there are pictures of it in our adverts for the car as well, but we'll happily go through all of that with you. Now, there's a tiny, I'm going to be really picky here, there's a tiny bit of touch-up that's just been done there. Yeah, as I said, I'm being really picky. There is another one bit of touch-up as well, which I'll show you here, where some evil person, when they were leaving a car parking space, took a little nick out of the rear bumper. But this car is 4 years old. I think you'd expect it. It has been driven, and it is, as far as I'm concerned, in showroom condition. It's also coming with these nets here for the air scarf. Now, that's not the air scarf that's going to give you a nice warm neck. Sorry, I should rephrase that. This air net, not a hair net. That's basically just to stop wind buffeting around the cabin when you're driving along with the roof down. And the interior, well, as far as immaculate goes, it's immaculate, isn't it, really? It's coming with these mats that look like no one's ever trodden on them, these gorgeous black leather seats that look like no one's ever sat in the passenger side, and indeed, that driver's side, well, you've got a little bit of ruffling, that's to be expected. But really, I mean, this interior is absolutely stunning. You've got dual zone climate control, you've got telephone and radio. This is not the command module, so there's no sat nav here. I'm going to come around the other side. It's coming with 2 sets of keys, as you would expect, I hope, and those keys look like this. They don't fly, I'm holding them. They have all of the buttons you need on them to unlock, lock and open the boot. We're just going to press the unlock button even though it is unlocked, and I'm just going to jump in the driver's side, which again has the mats as well in lovely condition, no rips in there. Nice drilled aluminium pedals, or drilled look aluminium pedals, and as I said before, that seat is in fantastic condition. There's absolutely no wear whatsoever to the stitching. The car's never been smoked in, never carried any pets. Electric windows, those are auto windows, and you've also got down here auto lights as well. Just wait for that to focus, and let me jump in and I'll give the car a little start. Just to show you here as well, we've got a multi-function steering wheel, which means as well you can answer the phone and adjust the stereo volume. So let's pop this in. It's that mileage, 10,893 miles, and that was, it's never been reset either. So that 893.1 there, yeah, we're low on fuel. I'm going to turn off the radio, which is over here, which is a very nice looking little radio, very retro feel to it, and you've got a CD player as well. Now I'm going to turn that off, and I'm just going to scroll through. Hopefully you'll be able to see that the next service on this car, which is called a C service, and that is due in 8,019 miles. Now you should really only go by the service interval indicator in a Mercedes, so you won't need to service this necessarily every year, but the last time it was serviced was in October 2013. So if you want to do an oil change service or whatever you want to do, if you want to go the whole hog with spark plugs and everything, then by all means you can do, but that last service was done at 9,500 miles. So really, seeing as we are now on 10,893, so just over, what's that, 1,300 miles more, you will not be needing to change things like pollen filters and spark plugs and all of that kind of stuff. Really, an oil change and filter is all that's needed. And you wouldn't even need to necessarily go to Mercedes to get that done as well. Now, as well as that, I just want to show you this because it's really cool. This is showing me here that from the reset, this car has done 10,893 miles, and that was 623 and 45 hours ago. So this car has never ever been reset. So it's done an average of 17 miles an hour in its whole life and achieved a rather respectable 26.2 miles per gallon. It's very rare to find that where a car has never had its trip computer reset. So that's just a nice touch. We're not going to charge you anything extra for that. Also on here, you've got your settings control, so you can adjust things like, do you want the lighting delay? Do you want the headlamp delay? Do you want the surround lighting function, the headlamp mode, the settings, etc, etc. You can have a good fiddle with that, and it does come with all of its manuals. The audio is off, but we can turn that on, and then when we do, you'll see here that it shows you in the display there what radio station you're listening to, and you can change that yourself just by pushing the little arrows right here on the steering wheel. We'll change those, which is a very cool little function. Now there's no warning lights on display here. This car is absolutely perfect mechanically. That is your handbrake light, which I'm not going to be taking off, and that is the seatbelt light, which I'm not going to be putting on because we're not going to drive the car in this video. If you want to drive the car, you're more than welcome to do so. All you need to do is get in touch with us here and arrange a test drive. Now down here you've got Prundcook. Prundcook is park, reverse, neutral, drive and comfort setting. Now over here, next to your very cool automatic gearbox, which has the manual operation mode as well, so if you wanted to adjust the gears yourself you can do, at the top you've got CS. Now if I press that, the C in this little display changes to S. You've now got Pruns, and so now you are in sport mode, which will sharpen up the throttle response, tighten up the steering, a little bit of the suspension as well, and it will keep you in the rev range longer in each gear. So you're just getting a little bit more out of the engine and out of that compressor, that turbo, but you'll also be getting a little bit more out of your fuel tank as well. So that is all of the features and functions that come here with this multifunction steering wheel, but you've also got here on this stalk a limiter. I'm going to turn the radio off. A limiter and cruise control, so you can limit the speed you're doing and you can cruise the speed you're doing as well. It's got everything. The other thing it's got in here, as you'd expect, just to show you, you've got electric windows as well here. They're not electrically folding windows, wing mirrors, electric wing mirrors. That's what those buttons do, but not electrically folding wing mirrors. Electrically folding windows, what's that about? You've also got over here a little button here to turn the interior sensor off, so if you want to leave your kid in while you go and pay for your petrol. Over here is turning the towing alarm off, so if God forbid you need to get the car picked up and towed, then the alarm's not going to go crazy while it's on the back of the trailer. But more importantly, this is the only button you really care about, and that controls this, the sky. If you want to see the sky, you pull it this way. If you don't want to see the sky, you push it this way, and then it does the thing that everybody wants their car to do. It's got a fully functioning electric hardtop roof. And here it comes into place right now. And it is absolutely pristine. You can see from the inside here, there's no stains. No one's put their grubby finger marks on it. It is absolutely gorgeous. And it is now in place. Incidentally as well, you've got this little display here which shows you Varia roof in operation. Now I'm going to leave that roof up because I'm going to jump out of the car. I think I've shown you everything you need to see on the inside here, and we've been going for over 10 minutes. So I'm going to jump out of the car and I'm going to show you this car with its roof up so that you can see it is absolutely spotless. Really, it's gorgeous. There's no bird poo stains, there's no dirt in the runners along here. I mean, seriously, I don't think you'll be able to find a car as good or as nice as this one at any Mercedes dealer. If you can, buy it. It's as simple as that. You will not find a car as gorgeous as this one with this low mileage. And of course, here at Sell Your Car UK, where we help private sellers to sell their car, it means that you save on dealership forecourt prices. If you want a warranty, we are able to supply them. We can even supply you with 5 days free drive-away insurance. That's one of our services here at Sell Your Car UK. And we're offering it all here with this car. Now you've also got the locking wheel nut, the full book pack as well with all the manuals in it, a little first aid kit, and not a great deal of space. But that's the SLK for you. I'll just move this out of the way so you can see that's your full-size boot load. But of course, if that little thing there is up, then the roof stays up too. You need this folded into place like so for that roof to work. And as you saw there, it works absolutely spot on. So that is this absolutely gorgeous, I cannot emphasize it enough, Mercedes SLK 200k compressor. It's got an MOT until the end of May 2015. It is taxed if you buy it in September until the end of October 2014. It was last serviced in October 2013, only 1,000 miles ago. It doesn't need a service for another 8,091 miles. It has only done 10,893.1 miles from birth. It is absolutely stunning. I cannot take my eyes off it. I cannot stop going on about it. And if you want to get it, there is only one place to do so, and that is through myself, through my business, and that is Sell Your Car UK. Oh my God, I love it. Oh, it's going to be a shame when I sell you, but obviously not for the person who buys you. But it is for the person who we're selling it for. And it will be for me. I don't want it to go. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. I'm going to shut up now. Oh God, it's amazing. All right, I'm going. 13 minutes, I'm going. I'm going. I'm gone.